Continue chatting with some of the candidates here in Calgary-Buffalo as the morning news is on the road. We're in a plus 15 between Bankers Hall and TD. Joining us now from the Alberta Party is Omar Masood. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yeah, we were asking everybody to start this. So what motivated you to decide to run for office to be a public servant?
Well, you know, for me, I came to Canada. I grew up in a country, actually, that had no democracy, no social services, and my family saved up some money. And when I was 18, I had to make the decision to get an education. And I moved to Canada, to Montreal. I was very lucky that the opportunities were created by people in this country for me to come here by myself to pursue an education. Got an engineering degree out east in Montreal, McGill University. Hope you forgive me for being out from...
No, come on, you're a smarty pants from McGill.
Yeah.
Good for you. But
Right.
where did you come from, by the way?
So my family's originally from India.
Okay.
And then I grew up in Dubai. My parents had to move there because there was no work opportunities when I guess I was a child. And then moved to Montreal, and then got an engineering degree, moved to Alberta, and kind of formed a career here. I was successful in the tech sector before, working up in Edmonton, and then moved down to Calgary. And, you know, my wife, who I met here as well, is her family's from Heisler, Alberta, which is a little hamlet near Camrose. Very
Beautiful place to stop if you get a chance.
Oh, it is very calming. You know, I became a citizen in 2015, and I said, you know, crazy kid like me, no money, no connections, can have a career, build a life, and we have a little son, Avi, and I said I want to give back to this country and this city, and this province has given me so much. That's my why.
We just heard one of our co-workers, Danielle, talking about believing that the province needs to be aggressive and to fight the fight here to make this oil patch world work, and to take on Ottawa and BC if we have to. Do you agree with that, or is the Alberta Party got a platform that can get things done by playing a different game?
Yeah, so I can uniquely, I think I'm the expert on this. I work for a major pipeline company, and I am probably the only candidate in this election who has put a pipeline of service in BC, in Ontario, and in Quebec. So for me, I think Danielle's approach is actually fundamentally flawed. What we find is, and in my work I find, is when companies are actually working directly with stakeholders along a right-of-way, forming partnership. A lot of times the federal government talks about consultation. You talk to anybody in the industry who's successful, they say that's blasé. It's actually collaboration. You have to bring everybody to the table at the same time and talk about what it means for the companies that are proposing these pipelines, but also the communities along the right-of-way, so that we can partner with each other. And if you're talking about truth and reconciliation, well, a lot of that is apology, but a lot of that is also making sure we pay for the injustices of the past. Now, we find more often than not politicians, when they get involved in a pipeline debate, they have this hero complex where if they're a proponent, they want to be this big hero, go back, get it approved across the finish line, go back and say, yeah, look how awesome I am. Or they want to block it and then want to be a hero to their constituents. The real solution is actually making sure you're working with the people and communities directly affected by it and making them your allies, but in a very genuine, honest way. I don't think fighting with anybody and being aggressive is going to change any minds, frankly.
Okay, so we're talking jobs, we're talking, you know, the pipelines and so on, but I wanted to ask you as well, from your perspective, social issues. How important is that to you as a candidate, and what's your take on that?
They are very important to me. I came from a country that was not only intolerant towards minorities, but I grew up there, but also, frankly, it wasn't a place where I felt welcome. I had to come to Canada where I first felt home. So, you know, for me, I think it's a false choice between the NDP and Jason Kenney, where they're saying you have to choose between economic prosperity and human rights. I'm sorry, it's 2019. This was a very old argument. It doesn't matter here anymore. My family's from a Muslim background. I'm married to my wife's family's from a Catholic background, and our child his name is Avi. It's a Jewish name. I'm not going to sit here and try to make a false choice and try to offer Albertans and my fellow Calgarians something that they shouldn't have to choose from. You have to have both, and that's what I'm offering. That's what the Alberta Party is offering as well.
Well, as we've said to everybody, good luck to you. Nice to meet you. Omar Masood is the Alberta Party representative trying to win in Calgary-Buffalo here. Good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
Nice
Thank
to
you.
meet you.